Messi wins his 8th Ballon d'Or. Woo! Record breaker. Who else is even close to him? Well, let's tell you. Ronaldo has won 5. Well, I should say Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has won 5, while Michael Planotti, John Cruyff, and Marco van Basten have all won 3. So he's clearly in the front. Is anybody ever going to catch him? Probably not, to be honest. Here's a list of your top 30, your top 3, Messi, Haaland, and Mbappe, and we're going to dive into the list, so let's keep it right there. We're going to keep going, so no worries. Messi's Infinity. This is his 8th award. You can see here that 8 horizontal is Infinity, so this was the theme when they passed out his award, and you can see that a couple times. What helped Messi win the award today? In League One last season, he had 16 goals, 16 assists. In Champions League, he had 4 goals and 4 assists, which is just wild to think about. So 20 goals, 20 assists in a play for PSG. Throw in what he's done for Miami since he came over. He helped them win a title, their first title over in club. He had, I want to say like 7 goals in 10 games. Also, he has 11 goals in 14 games. And also in the World Cup, what did he do? He helped Argentina win their first World Cup, helped him. He scored in almost every game. In the final, he had a brace. He was the captain. He did everything he could for his team and led them to the victory. In the lead-ups to the World Cup, he had 10 goals in warm-up games as well. So he really put his best foot forward, earned this award. Now, maybe Haaland, we could talk about, deserved it. We'll talk about that when he gets best striker. But when you look at totality and what it meant, there's no way Messi wasn't going to win this and what this means for FIFA, etc., etc. Tip of the cap. So your top 3, as we talked about, is Haaland and Mbappe. They will be there the next 10 to 15 years. Mbappe and Haaland, the next generation, Ronaldo, Messi. There will be people who come and go, like Louis has, like Modric has. Salah was there for a bit. So Bellingham may be that. Other people may come and go, but expect Haaland and Mbappe, 23 and 24, to be there the next 10 to 15 years. Your top 5 is Manchester City players, De Bruyne and Rodri, helping them win the treble. Vinicius Jr. will be around that top 5 consistently as well. Alvarez, as a backup striker, he's obviously starting this season, but last year he really was a backup. He won the World Cup, he won Champions League, he won EPL, and he won FA Cup. Only player to win 4 type of competitions in that scenario. Top 10, good for him. And he's starting now, and we'll see if he gets taken out, but he's playing great. He will be around there. We'll see if he ever leaves City to be his own striker and not play behind Haaland. And then you got Osman, Silva, Modric. So Osman should be around for a while, 24. Silva right there in his prime. Modric, of course, a former winner. Salah used to be around top 3, fell a bit. Louis, former winner. Bonu, top goalkeeper in the rankings. Gundogan helped Man City get the treble. And then Martinez, number 1 goalie in the world, is at 15th. So another goalie was ahead of him, even though he's top goal in the world. How does that make sense? I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not a voter. Benzema, last year's winner, fell to 16th. Hasn't done much. Obviously, he moved to Saudi Arabia. He did not play for France in the World Cup, so didn't have anything there. Courtois is at 17th. Jude Bellingham, 20 years old, 18th, named Young Player of the Year. He will be around this list for 10, 15 years to come. Kane, always solid at 30 years old, 19th. Lautaro Martinez had a decent World Cup, has done really well for Inter Milan, 26 years old. He'll be around. Griezmann getting up there in age, 21st. Kim Min-jae at defense, 26. He should stay around, kind of like a Van Dijk. Oh, nah. What's your name? Moving to Man U, not having the best start, but he had a really sick save in Champions League that helped them win the game. Saka, 22 years old. Again, he'll be around the top 20, top 10. Josko's 21 years old. He'll be around there. Jamal Musiala just lost out to Bellingham for the Young Player of the Year. He'll be around. Nico Barella, 26. Randall Colo, 24. Martin Odegaard, 24. Ruben Diaz, 26. The future and present of football is in great shape. So that's your top 30. Messi beat Van Dijk one year in his last win. He beat Louis in his 2 of the last wins. And Haaland, he just won here. So great company to be part of, edging them out. Size doesn't matter here because usually the big guy wins. Nope, all of them are 6 foot and above, but the 5'8" guys winning the trophy. Who gave him the trophy? David Beckham. David Beckham went to MLS 15 years ago, LA Galaxy, had the clause in his contract to buy a club for $25 million. He was able to get into Miami, create the club. He brought over Messi this year, of course, and now MLS has their first active Ballon d'Or winner. Wild. This shows the growth of U.S. soccer in a way. And Messi's loving being in Miami. You have to give David Beckham credit. He had a vision, and it's working. 8 rings. Here's the whole crowd giving him a standing ovation. Congrats to Messi. He's really everyone's GOAT now. I mean, Messi has to be the GOAT. Ronaldo maybe has a little bit more goals here and there, but when you look at the totality of trophies won, he has the World Cup, while Ronaldo only has the Euros. Messi has 1 Copa America, so that's even. Now he has 8 Ballon d'Ors to Ronaldo's 5. Kind of puts him above. Messi also became the first player since the Italian World Cup in 2006 when they won for a reigning World Cup champion to also be the Ballon d'Or. Here's a photo from every World Cup. Look at that hairstyle change. Look at him. He looks good. Someone who's aging from 18. Oops, I went too far. At 18 to now 36. He's aged very well. Obviously, keeps his body in good shape, running, active, all that goes with it. His whole family made the trip to Paris. Look at his kids and him all matching. I love that his kids all have the same shoes, same get-up. Beautiful family. He brought his kids on stage to help celebrate. Wife in the crowd, obviously very proud. And Messi is infinity. What Messi say about the second and third, Haaland and Mbappe? And Haaland and Mbappe will win the Ballon d'Or one day. Erling deserved it very much at 2, which we'll talk about in a bit. I'm sure in the next years you'll win it. Again, they will be there for the next 10 to 15 years. So Martinez, top goalie, World Cup. Messi, top player in the World Cup. Martinez was there. Lautaro Martinez, different Martinez, and then Alvarez was there. So they were both in the top 30 Ballon d'Or. Great for the representation. As I just said, MLS now has 1 Ballon d'Or winner since 2010, and Premier League has 0. Because Messi has been dominating, Ronaldo's been dominating. Modric was not EPL. He came from there, but won with Real Madrid. Louis, Germany. Benzema, Real Madrid. That is your Ballon d'Or 2023 winners. Reaction and analysis. Comment your thoughts. Did anybody get snubbed? Were you happy with the rankings? Did Messi deserve the top spot? Did Haaland and Mbappe? And of course, stay here on Randy Silver TV for the full football roundup. We put out highlights, analysis, reactions from all the European football games, all the big news on a midweek and weekend basis. I also break down basketball, MMA, American football, and so much more news reports. So just stay here, subscribe. You got all the sports you need. It's your boy Randy Silver. Congrats to all the winners, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.